Hello, teachers, and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at accessing Microsoft Office 365. Now, many of y'all may not be aware, but as employees of San Antonio Independent School District, we get Office 365 for free. And to access it, all you need is a computer, PC, Macintosh, or mobile device that is HTML2 compliant, which most devices today are. So, let's go ahead and begin. First off, we're going to go ahead and access through Google Chrome, and it's going to take us here to our SAISD homepage. Now, what's going to be different now is instead of going to the Employees tab like we usually do for most of our things that we need, we're actually going to go to the Students tab, and we're going to click on that. Now, we're going to go over here to where it says Student Email, and it's going to take us to the section where we can access our Office 365. Okay, so you're going to get a screen. Well, it probably won't look like this. If you've already logged onto it before, it will look like this. However, this is probably what you're going to see when you first log in. Okay, you're going to add your email, which is your school email, and then your password, the same password that you use for your email. So, for example, here, I'm going to put in my email, jsaldana1@saisd.net, and then I'm going to add my password. And I'm going to skip over because I don't want you all to see what my password is. Okay, so now that I've entered it in, we're going to go ahead and click on sign in, and it's going to take us to our homepage for Office 365. Okay, so it's going to load, and it's going to bring you to this section right here. Now, this is kind of your homepage. Okay, this is section right here. Now, if you don't have Microsoft Office, guess what? As employees of SAISD, you can now install your personal Microsoft Office to up to 5 computers. It can be a computer at your school, or it could be your own personal computers. And on mobile devices, you can install Microsoft Office up to as many mobile devices as you want. And they can be accessed anywhere in the world. So for instance, if like for me, over the Christmas break, I'm going to be going out of town, but I want to still work on a few things while I'm away, I can still access it as long as I have access to internet. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. So as you can see right here, you're going to see all of the different collaborative apps that you have access to on Microsoft Office 365. Now, you don't have to have it loaded on your computer. You can access these over the internet as long as your device is HTML2 compliant. So you'll have OneDrive, Word Online, Excel Online, PowerPoint, OneNote, and some others that I'm not quite familiar with, but as we get through learning them, we'll share those these apps with you. Okay, but the one we're going to focus on today is the OneDrive. So we're going to click on OneDrive, and it's going to open it up for us. Now, what OneDrive is basically it's having your own personal storage device in the cloud. Now, what in the cloud means is it can be stored online. So you can store files, videos, music on here onto this drive. And you have about up to a terabyte of space here on the Microsoft OneDrive. So for instance, like for me, I'm storing things here for Music Club, Music Memory, Paint the Music, PBIS. I stored all these items here on the OneDrive. I even have my CTF notebook, which I can access anywhere over the internet. And you can even share folders. Like for instance, the bus list here, I am sharing here with several other people. Now, to create a folder, you're going to go up here to this section here, and which is the new section. And you tap on it, and it's going to give you some different options. You can create a new Word document, you can create a new Excel workbook, or you can create a folder. So we'll click on folder, and this is what's going to pop up. And we're just going to call this test, and then click create. Okay, now we'll scroll down, and we can see our test folder right here. And if we click on it, it's going to open up just like you would a folder on your computer. Now, we can also add documents to this. We can create a brand new Word document if we would like, or we can upload a document from our computer. It can be a file or an entire folder, and you can upload it right through here. And then you can also sync. You can select a folder on your computer that you want to sync with that will do a cross sync. So any adjustments you may get to your computer will also sync back here to your OneDrive as kind of like a backup. So which is really great about OneDrive. You can keep backups on this online, and unless something happens to the internet itself, you're not going to lose your data. Okay. Now, so let's go ahead and create a Word document. Create a simple one. So we clicked on create, and it's going to bring us here to Word Online. We can rename the document right here. So we're just going to call this document test, and we're just going to throw the word test a few times here on the document itself. Now, what's the beauty of this is that you don't have to press a save button. It automatically saves it as you are updating the document itself. Watch. Now we're going to go over here to this tab right here, and we're going to reopen our OneDrive. Okay, it's going to take us back to the beginning. So we're going to scroll down and find their test folder. We're going to open it back up. There's our test document, and we're going to click on it to open. Now notice it's going to create a new tab, so you got to be aware of it, that there are new tabs going to be open. But look here. Here is our document with the updates that we have made. We didn't have to click on the save button. It automatically saved it for us. Now if we want to edit, we have two options. We can edit it in Word, or we can edit it in Word Online. Now when you edit in Word, it means it's going to open up the Microsoft Word that's on your computer. Or you can edit it online through use of Word Online, which is pretty much the same. Only a few features is not on the actual document. And now you can edit this using any device that has HTML2 compliance. So you don't necessarily have to have a computer. All right, so let's go back to our OneDrive. Now, let's say, okay, I don't want to keep that document. I want to start from scratch. I want to delete this. Okay, well, you got an option there. Okay, you're going to come to these three dots here, and you're going to right click, and it's going to give you some options. You can download it onto your computer. You can open it up in Word Online or your Word that's on your computer. Or you can move it to different folders. You can also get details about it. But let's just say you want to delete it. So you're going to delete it, and it's going to ask you, yes, you want to delete. And there you go. You delete the file. Let's say the same thing. Okay, let's say I accidentally created a folder. So I'm going to go back to files. Now, one thing here is that if you're on the OneDrive, you can always back click to your items over in this section. So let's go back and look at that again. So I'm open here. So instead of going over here to this section, I can just click on files, and it'll take me back to my original home space. Now let's just say, oh, I created this folder by accident. I didn't mean to create it. I'm going to go ahead and delete it. You can even delete folders. Now, be aware that once you delete a folder, you're also going to delete the contents of that folder. Now, what if you accidentally deleted something? I don't want to delete it. Oops. Well, just like on your computer, there's a recycle bin. There's also a recycle bin in your computer. And you can bring up all those items that you deleted. Now, you can do one of two things. You can restore them by clicking on marking the document or folder. And you can click on Restore Selection. Or you can permanently delete it. You can also just go ahead and clear out the entire recycle bin. I'm going to go ahead and clear out this recycle bin because I really don't need these items here. And ask me if it's okay. And there you go. Your recycle bin is done. Now, once you empty the recycle bin, you can't get it back. It's gone for good. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much Microsoft OneDrive and how to access Microsoft 365 in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We're going to do a second video next time that was going to talk about how we can share folders and do more collaboration. And we'll even dive in a little bit more into Word Online so we can learn how to share documents as well. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me at any time. My email is jsaldana1@sasd.net. Thank you very much and have a good evening.